name is Brennan. I am your host. Let's get started. I wasn't able to do a post-game report for the Ottawa Senators versus the Columbus Blue Jackets because I had a science project. Lots of homework lately because of report card and stuff. I'm really sorry, but during weekends I'll definitely be able to do a post-game report. But I am trying my best. I hope you understand that. So if we start talking about that game, it was the first goal came late in the third period on Robin Leonard. He played a fantastic game, and he had no chance on that one. Nick Foligno skated hard in and scored backhand beauty on the semi-breakaway. Nick Foligno, the former Senator. Then Eric Condra did 2-1, and then just after that, Kyle Turris hit the post, and then the Sens ended up losing 4-1 to the Columbus Blue Jackets. That was a hard-fought game for the Senators, but like usual, the last three games, they just let go at the last minute or two. Now, the game here should be a win. They're against the worst team in the league, the Buffalo Sabres. The Senators have a big chance of winning the lottery. They have an 8.35 percentage of winning the first draft pick. This 14 under Buffalo, which doesn't sound like a lot, but actually a lot. They're the fourth most likely team too, so that's good. That might be a good thing out of the season because we might get really good prospects. No, we will because we could be in the top 5 draft picks, so that's a really good prospect. Buffalo Sabres are 16-35-3, and the Senators are 20-22-9. February 10th, 2015, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on RDS2 and TSN5. And in America is MSGB Buffalo, MSG Buffalo, and in Canada also Bell TV. Now the lineups for the Senators. Oh, also Bobby Ryan. It says right here in projected lineup that he will be in the lineup, but he's a game time decision most likely. He's a game time decision because he has an injury. What else? Let me check for you. Yeah, okay. And if Ryan can't play, it would be Jean-Gabriel Pageau taking his place. So the first line, very interesting. Milan McCulloch, Kyle Turris, and Mark Stone. Milan McCulloch has picked up his pace this season, so hopefully this could help him. Plus, he's against Buffalo. He is good against Buffalo. If you remember last season, he scored the game-winning goal with 22.9 seconds remaining in the game against Buffalo in Ottawa, and that we ended up winning that game 3-2, so that was a great game. Clark MacArthur, Biggie Zibanejad, and maybe game time decision Bobby Ryan, and taking his place would be Jean-Gabriel Pageau. Mike Hoffman, Cruz Azar, Alex Chiasson, Eric Condra with the only goal last night, David Laquan and Chris Neal. Defenses Erik Karlsson and Mark Methot, which is on the trading block, Mark Methot, and also Chris Neal. He says he wants to be staying in Ottawa. He has 15 teams he said he does not want to be traded to. The other 15 teams that include St. Louis, Chicago, Boston, which are very unlikely because of the cap space there. But an interesting one is Nashville because he could go there because Mike Fisher, the former Senator teammate from Chris Neal. So if he is traded, it would most likely be to Nashville. Jared Cowan, Eric Gryba, Mark Borowiecki, Patrick Wirkoch, and starting net is Robin Leonard. Scratched is Jean-Gabriel Pageau, which might be in the game for Bobby Ryan because it's a game time decision for him, and Cody Ceci is also scratched. Injured is Craig Anderson with a hand injury, Zach Smith with a wrist injury, Chris Phillips with an undisclosed injury. I'm thinking probably a lower body injury. The Sabres lineup, Chris Stewart, Zemgus Girgensons, the Latvian, and Tyler Ennis. Matt Molson, Torrey Mitchell, and Brian Giunta, the former Montreal Canadiens. Marcus Foligno, Brian Flynn, Drew Stafford, Nicolas Deslauriers, Matt Ellis, Patrick Hilleto. Defense is Josh George, is also another former Montreal Canadian. Tyler Myers, Nikita Zadorov, Rasmus Ristolainen, Mike Weber, Andre Mazzaro is a former Senator, lots of former. Jonas Henroth starting net. Scratch is Cody Hodgson, Andre Benoit. He's a former Senator too, I think. Yeah, Benoit. I think when we played against the Pittsburgh Penguins in double overtime in the 2013 or 2012-2013 playoffs, it was Andre Benoit. And then he shot it and then stopped by Vucon, rebound scored by Greening. He also had an assist a year before that against New York. He passed it to Kyle Turris with the nice top shelf shot by Turris to win in overtime too. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. And Tyson Strachan. And just Cody McCormick, blood clot. So the Phillips injury is apparently a wear and tear. and he will be out for about a week. Dave Cameron has announced. I think the Senators will come off with a 5-2 victory here. Robin Leonard's been playing really well. Buffalo, I think they. How many games have they lost in a row? Maybe like 5 or 6. Like I think 9 or 10 or something like that. 9 or 10 games they've lost in a row, and the Senators could take advantage of that and get 12 points closer to the playoff spot because currently they are 14 points out of a playoff spot. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. Let me tell you that right now. But there are some positives this year. With the draft, we have a lot of solid picks we could have. We have potential picks we could get and potential prospects we could get from trades like Mark Methot, Chris Phillips, and Chris Neal. We have good prospects. Everyone knows about this guy, Nick Paul. You saw him in the Canadian World Juniors. He was amazing. So we have a bunch of young talent in Binghamton coming up to the Senators, and we have a young team. I guarantee you, 3 years will be in the playoffs. 6-7 years will be Stanley Cup contenders. I'm telling you right now. No doubt. The way we have our team, especially Carlson, we got a young team. And that's, right now, it seems like crappy and everything. But in the future, the Senators are going to be like a Chicago Blackhawks team or a Los Angeles Kings team. We're going to win a Stanley Cup or 2 in the next 10 years. I'm telling you that right now. Don't worry, Sens fans. Stay positive. Follow us on Twitter at Senstock1992, at Steer Circles, on Google Plus at Senstock. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us on Senstock, and like us on Facebook at Senstock. Yeah, Senstock. I'll see you in the post-game report because the game starts at 7, 9:30. Yeah, post-game report I'll probably be able to do. Once again, the game, Sens versus Sabres, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, RDS2, TSN5, Bell TV, and MSG Buffalo are the channels. Go Sens, go!